Raj is coming. Raj is coming slowly, slowly but surely. Aega. Rakesh Junjunwala is also here. So yeah. So usually for all the people who don't know, I have like three people who come on my session always. One is Rakesh Junjunwala, one is Elon Musk, and one is Modi with a mask on his nose. So there are three people that usually come. I don't know why, and Dogecoin as well. So I mean, Doge also comes and participates in all the market sessions. So okay, we're just waiting for Raj to come. Till then, I'll entertain you guys, obviously.
You don't have to do it alone.
Yeah, thank you, thank you. Really needed help.
I think I'll just come super notify and go. One sec. Okay, super notified. Okay, bye.
Bye.
How do I go off stage?
Oh, oh yeah, good thing, no? Now you can't go off stage. I have to only kick you out. Wait, this is something that you might have to. Good one, good one. Wait. Okay, so we're just waiting for Raj Shamani to kick in and come. He's very close. I just messaged him. He's coming. So for all the people who might feel there is a lag, please go check. What is that? Go check your Google Play Store. It might There might be an update pending. It's always good to have auto updates on, so it just easily auto updates you. So all the people looking in the chat and looking at the listeners list, looking at Rakesh Junjunwala in the listeners list, please don't get confused. It's not a real account. Please don't get confused on that element. Some people will be like, "अरे क्या है? मतलब Rakesh comes and listens to Shashank for his sessions." ऐसा नहीं होता है. It's not like that. Elon Musk also comes. I hope. I mean, I pray one day that all of them come and listen to my session. But if they're actually listening to my session, I'll be extremely scared. Right? That is something that I won't be able to take. But again, I want to ask the chat, right? How many of you all are here for the first time? I want to ask the chat once. I know a lot of people have used the app before, but how many of you guys are here for the first time? Wow, a lot of people are here for the first time. Okay. So for all the people who are here for the first time, let me just give you a quick introduction of how this app is structured. Like you'll see number of listeners on the app. You will see a button called Ask to Speak, which if you usually click, I take you on stage and you can talk to us, ask any questions to any of us. Um, yeah, but that's how usually it's structured, and this is a community app where we will this is my community right now, which is the Shashank's finance community. And every Monday to Friday market days, not every day but every market day, I usually do a session here at 4:30 where I talk about the market. We just take a lot of knowledge as it comes with respect to anything related to finance or market. This is no, we're not actually going towards Clubhouse, so that might be a conception that a lot of people might think that this is a Clubhouse app. It is not. We're more towards a community app, which is more towards the Discord side. And you'll see slowly there are new features coming out as well. Tomorrow I do a session called Shank Tank every Sunday where I talk about startups, and we get some really weird and promising and interesting startups at the same time, right? Okay, let me just ping Raj and come back. Just give me one sec. Damn, we're almost at 700 people. Okay, I think Raj is here. And I also think we've broken the previous record of total
What's
number
up?
of listeners. Raj, so welcome to history. I think you have got the highest listeners right now on the app. 728 people, still going up, still rising. The previous highest
Damn.
was when Tanmay Bhatt came and it was around 650, but this is the highest, right?
Wow. Thanks a lot, people. Like this is my community. These are my people. Thank you, everyone, that you guys are here. And let me tell you, just because you guys are here, I am going to tell you everything which I know without any filters. So yeah.
Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful. How many of you all are here for Raj? I mean, obviously, he's a great guy. Obviously, he's an amazing guy. But I want to hear I want people to just type Raj on the chat so I know how many people are there for Raj.
Damn, 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 damn.
Okay, this is gonna crash. This is massive spam
Wow.
on the.
Guys, this means a lot to me because you guys actually swiped up from a different app and came here just for me and Shashank. It's incredible, man. Like I've never seen this kind of stuff ever here. And I don't say this often. Those of you who follow me, you already know. There's other thank you karta nahi hu. I don't say all of that anytime. But this for this first time I'm feeling it. I am grateful for this. What's up, Shashank? How are you doing?
So today has been a very good day, a very busy day on the app, I think, because I think just before our session, there was a marketing session by Abhinav with Devaya. So Devaya is the guy who did the Rahul Dravid ad with Tanmay.
Oh,
Um,
yeah, yeah.
so that was happening right now, and that also was a damn good session for like 1 hour. It was a really good session for 1 hour. But
Oh.
yeah, I think now this is like the main event of today. So I hope. Okay, so let me give a quick agenda of what we'll talk in today's session. Again, it's going to be very free flow. We don't like sticking to a script. But what we're going to do is how people can focus on long-term wealth creation. And a lot of people, firstly, don't know what long-term wealth creation is, or maybe know about it but don't know how to achieve it, and how to not fall into this FOMO, which we all don't want to fall into, but we eventually end up falling into FOMO, right? So, firstly, Raj, I would like to ask you, what was your take on this whole Dogecoin, Shiba Inu, and all the dogs coming on different coins and trying to make money, right? It was just release any, I think a Husky coin would have come for all I care, and it would have, people would have, so, I didn't understand that logic, but I want to hear it from you as well, right?
See, I tell you, okay, that one first I'll clear it out for everyone. I don't put my money into anything I don't believe in or anything I don't understand. That's first. Whether it's Doge, whether it's to the moon or to the planet, like I don't know XYZ, Pluto tak pahunch jaye, I don't fucking care. If I don't understand, if I don't believe in it, I won't put the money in it. And that's what most of the people should also do. If then you feel like, oh, you know what, like Doge is actually rising up and people are liking it, you feel like there's some, you have an interest, you believe in it, you like, maybe I want to understand it, then first take out time and then understand, then learn, and then only invest. That's the only thing I can tell you right here, right now, because spend your time before you spend your money.
Yeah, yeah.
You know,
So you're
and most of
saying
the people
actually,
miss out on that.
so basically what you're saying is first understand what you're investing in, because obviously it's your hard-earned money, and don't just simply put it in something
Yeah.
because that's log bol
Yeah.
rahe basically, right?
See, I tell you one thing, okay? People don't understand this simple fact that people usually multiply their money in stock market. They don't make money in stocks or cryptos or anything. They multiply their own money, right? That's the whole concept of it. So you make money through something by like putting in the work, by going to the job, by doing the business. You make money through that, and it is really difficult to make money. And once you make that money, then you put it into something to multiply it. Then why are you actually playing it ki yaar, you know, let me gamble it, it's like a casino. Why the fuck are you doing it? Because making money is very difficult. Multiplying can be easy because of some timings, but making is very difficult. So make sure that you invest your time before investing your money. That's what I feel.
Makes sense, makes sense. And Raj, you've actually been in this space for a very long time, if I'm not wrong, right? You've been investing from a very early age. You've also been running some successful companies with Shamani Industries. A lot of products that you've shown me physically as well when I've met you.
Yeah.
So you have been there in this stock market. You've seen how it works. You've been there for years now. And can you like positively tell people, because a lot of people who have entered the stock market this year or last year, they've come with this notion that मैं आ जाऊंगा कल मेरे को 50% चाहिए 100% return चाहिए. If I literally tell someone that in a year if you get 20-25% in the stock market is considered ungodly, right?
Yeah.
But people will be like 25%. Matlab, if I invest 10 grand in a year, you're telling me I'll only make 2,500 rupees. That is not good. I want to get, 10,000 should become 30,000. And a lot of people are there like that. So what would you
Okay.
tell them? Because you've seen time, right? You've seen time plus stock market. A lot of people have only seen stock market, not time. So what would you tell them?
Okay, I have a very simple take on this. Okay, if you feel that you're gonna get in the market and make 50%, go ahead and do it. Go ahead and do it. You'll end up not even having 10% which you had. Okay. Then you're going to learn the hard way. You'll come back here again after 6 months and be like, oh, Raj and Shashank, they were saying the right thing. But if you believe us right now, okay, that, okay, if I want to put money and then it's not going to grow overnight, it's going to take years, then here's my take on it. You technically, whenever you invest in an idea, okay, whether it's stock market, whether it's crypto, whether it's your own business, whatever you do. So that idea, you feel that today is worth X, and tomorrow, if it keeps growing at a certain amount of pace, then it's going to make a lot of money, right? So basically you're investing in an idea, right? कि कल आज पैसा तो कुछ भी हो, कल this particular stock is going to make money, this particular company is going to make money, that's how I'll make money. Now you tell me, the future ideas, like you put in money because in future this is going to work. So you need to think it in this way that it's going to work in future, not today. You're putting in the base, you're putting it with the idea that tomorrow you're going to make money. Then why do you are expecting results today?
Yeah.
Like most of the people, they know that if they put money somewhere here, then tomorrow they're going to make money, or 10 years later they're going to make money. That's the whole concept behind investing, right? That's the whole
Yeah.
concept behind starting a company or putting in the work or doing anything at all, that today you're going to put in the effort so that tomorrow you can reap the rewards. Then why are
Correct.
you expecting it today?
Why do you
That's
think that
the
is, Raj? Why do you think people expect that kind of expectation?
impatientness. Nobody wants to do the hard work. People are comfortable, okay? Everybody wants everything comfortably. People are like, oh, XYZ person said this. It's very easy because they only look at ki, you know what? Somebody invested, let's say 100,000 rupees, like 1 lakh rupees in Dogecoin. Today, this guy has 1 crore. You
Yeah.
only see that. So now you feel that it's very easy. And you also want to have that easy path, because when you're working at your job, you feel like I'm making 1 lakh today. Like one to reach 1 crore, it's gonna take me another 10 years. So you're like, I don't want to wait for 10 years. I want to do the easy way. You're putting in you're putting in the money on someone else, and it's gonna grow. So just to take that easy way, people tend to
Yeah.
forget the principles. And the
Yeah.
principles, the law, the things, how world works, it's not going to change just because you are getting greedy, or just because you're seeing someone's fancy post on Instagram making 5 lakh or 50 lakh in a day. So I
Wow.
think the only reason why people do it is they don't want to do the hard work. They only want to go for easy things, and that's what we all do, right? You and me. Like it's simply, if you want to put it me, if you want to put me, if you want me to put it in this way, it would be like, it's like most of us want a good body,
Yeah.
but we
Yeah.
end up eating sweets as well,
Very well said.
right?
Very
Because it's
well
a easy, we're like instantly, I want comfort right now. That good body is also going to give you that comfort. Good body is also going to give you that orgasmic feeling about yourself, right?
Yeah.
But you want to have that food orgasm right now, because
Yeah.
that's easier
Yeah.
for
Yeah.
you. If the end goal is comfort only, if the end goal is orgasm only, why not I have it right now?
Correct, 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 correct. No, this is very relatable because when you want to build a body, the first thing you look at is someone else's six pack abs, and you're like, dude, even I want a body like this.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure half of them would have looked at Hrithik Roshan's body and said, I want something very similar to this. And मेरे को वो आज चाहिए. If it was possible
Yeah.
that I sleep today, get up tomorrow, and get that kind of six pack abs, that's not how it works, right? You need to put in the effort. It takes maybe 6 months, 1 year, more than a year
Exactly.
sometimes, and there's no
Yeah.
cheat code to it, right? You can do cheat codes, but you'll die if you do those cheat codes. But in the stock market, it's the same thing. You can't sleep and get up the next day and say, I have 1 crore in my bank account.
Yeah.
Damn,
And
damn
that's
good job.
and bro, it's a problem with only few people like you are talking about it. That it's gonna take you a long time. Many
Yeah.
people on internet are showing like, you start trading today and make 2 lakh rupees in a month. So the
Yeah.
problem is with the wrong influences out there, the wrong people who are trying to influence the country in a wrong way. It's like people are showing that, oh, so people are showing this, that I put in money in crypto and tomorrow it just blasted, like it will blast. And yesterday I put it, today I have a lot of money. People say this. The problem is they don't show that, okay, how many times have you lost it? How many years did it take you? Yesterday I got on a call with someone, okay, like a very good entrepreneur.
Hmm.
I can't name him because now he has become a friend. But after that, I've stopped replying him on WhatsApp. He said he said I'll say it in Hindi because he said it in Hindi कि यार मैंने पता है कितने लोगों की नौकरी छुड़वा दी. And I was like, why? Like,
But
bro,
what did I do?
crypto है ना. I just help people make like 15 crores there, 2.5 crores there, 1 crore here. It's
Oh
all
God.
easy, man. मुझे पहले ही पता चल जाता है pre-sell. I get to know that cryptos are available before they go in the market. So I'll tell you, my own coin is coming, you invest in that. I'm like, dude, what
Okay.
the fuck? And he's been saying this to at least 100 people. He has like 200K followers on Instagram.
Oh shit. Shit, no, I think you should stay away. This is some new coin coming to the market which again one issue will happen. No, no, no.
Yeah. So
It's not.
most of the people who feel, because now this guy drives a Mercedes, okay?
Yeah.
Right. So
Ah,
now
okay.
most of the people who feel that this guy is driving a Mercedes, matlab, he must have
Legit.
earned, like, legit, he must have earned by doing this only. And that's what is the problem. Like, most of the people see that and then they fall in the trap ki, oh, tomorrow the new coin is coming, Raj coin us pe laga do. Bro, Raj coin is not gonna work. What are you saying?
No, but I've seen this. I've actually seen this where people forget fundamentals. They look at the car. Usually, one guy is posing with some nice shades in front of a car, and or it might not even be his car, right? He'll just put his hand on a particular car and he'll pose one photo. And a lot of people in India like, "मेरे को वो car चाहिए, तो ये जो किया है that might be correct. I think I should also do that." But what he's actually done is he's not bought the car. He's just gone and taken a free photo in front of a particular car, and he'll be like, "This is my car, driving with my boys, etc." Something like that, and then everyone thinks it's very easy to drive with your boys in a Mercedes, and then everyone tries to invest, and then you lose money, man. It's insane. Uh,
You wanna do this? Take a trip to Dubai. It'll cost you 15,000 round trip tickets, and you can have like 10 cars. Get sorted for a year and start telling yourself that, oh, this is the car I
Maybe
have.
I know while entering the flight, they'll go first, sit in the business class seat, take one quick photo, and then go back and sit in economy. ताकि उसका भी एक photo कर देंगे, traveling in style to Dubai, after my coin, this and that, etc.
Yeah, yeah,
So
yeah.
that's
So
nonsense. And yeah,
that's what I'm saying. Like, problem is with these kind of influencers. Problem is with these kind of people who are actually fucking up everything for most of the people, because you as humans, okay, this is how human brain works. We love shortcuts. We love
yeah,
shortcuts. If somebody's gonna tell you that, Shashank, uh, you have to prepare an entire assignment for college, and you have to actually study, you have to go do research, you have to go meet people, you have to do a lot of things and prepare an entire like, you have to submit and prepare a project for 60 pages.
yeah,
Okay. The first thing you will do is you will not actually look at the way ki, how can I make it easier, or how can I make it in a way which will help me grow in the world and actually help me get the right kind of skills which will help me grow in my future, in my life. Okay, you're not going to ask yourself this. You're
yeah,
going to ask yourself this, bro, my submission is after 30 days. How can I get it done in 2 hours? Then you go to Google, you copy paste, and then you put it. So you have now, this is a shortcut. Okay, so now your
yeah,
brain is just trying to look for. So since the beginning, since the childhood, your brain has been trained by certain incidents like this. So
yeah,
even when it comes to making money, when you actually enter the real life after college, you're like 24, 25. Now you want to make big in the world, and you're like, okay, money, let me think of a shortcut. And
yeah.
then you try to find a shortcut, and shortcut में ऐसे दो लोग मिल जाते हैं posing their Mercedes and Lamborghini. You follow them and have fun. हो गया.
No, I've realized another big issue. Yes, what you're saying is completely right, right? A lot of influencers are doing this. But then, I think that's become a norm in India, right? Before the influencer game came in for promoting such coins,
Yeah.
I remember there was another company, I won't name it, but there was another fantasy sports company which used to say, play this game, and this one guy earned 5 crores, right? And they'll put
Oh.
some very weird guy on that and say, this guy earned 5 crores, you can do it too. Now, I don't think it's actually that legitimate where you can do something like that. But again, all this is your shortcuts to trying to get that 5 crores or one. And if it was that easy, if you could play one game and get 5 crores,
Yeah.
wouldn't everyone do it?
Yeah, I'll tell you one thing, okay? For everyone who believes in that, me and Shashank, we are gonna gift one iPhone to one person. The point is, you have have to follow us for next 10 years. And then after 10 years, we're going to do it. Ki, oh, one person, one an iPhone. There'll be my younger brother only, which I don't tell to anyone else, and give that one iPhone to my friend, to my brother or someone. And then make it a poster, make it like a poster thing, and share it with everyone else.
Exactly,
Would you
exactly.
believe
This is
if you
exactly
guys,
what I.
yeah, if you guys believe in this, please do that. I promise one of you will win an iPhone. Shashank will promise. Shashank, we both will pool in the money and we'll give them. What is this bullshit,
No
man? Ek
problem.
banda 5 crore.
But it's very stupid. Now, I'll tell you what, another thing I've realized, which I keep telling a lot of people, that the stock market or the crypto market or whatever market you're in is not a primary source of making income. A lot
Yep.
of people, you know what they do? They have a fixed salary of, say, 50,000. Okay. But in the stock market, they want to make 5 lakhs in a
Yeah.
month. I would say put all your efforts of this shortcuts or trying to be smart over here, put all the efforts in your main job, which will actually give you 5 lakhs a month salary, which is fixed, right? You'll be so good, get your promotion and get a monthly fixed income, which is higher than depending on something else, which is not in your control. And a lot of people think they can predict the market till date. The
Yep.
market has so many variables, right? Any market, take any market, stock or crypto, whatever it is, right? Something happened in a small lab in China has affected the entire world market. Something happens in some remote village in Cambodia might affect you tomorrow because something went off.
Exactly.
Do you have
Exactly.
control of any of these factors? Is it in your control? Not at all. So why do people come into the stock market and think that this is the primary source of income? Because my friend Ramesh told me that he made 10,000 extra on that Burger King IPO after getting allotment, and that is one next big craze, right, which I want to talk about, which is this
IPO.
IPO nonsense that happened before Dogecoin and Shiba Inu stole the spotlight of IPOs. IPO was the biggest thing. Burger King sold out. Everything literally was sold out, right? And nobody wanted to invest for long term. No chance. It was listing day gains.
See, the
That's it.
problem. Okay, I tell you, I was listening to this conversation by Nishchal, okay, the founder of Azirex, okay, this guy.
Yeah.
So I was having this conversation, and I asked him exactly the same thing, like, what is this craze about all of this? The same way, like whether
Hmm.
it's IPO, whether it's crypto, why is everybody thinking that because of my ex friend Ramesh made 10,000, I need to quit my job and do it here? Okay,
Yeah.
he's like, people are bored in their homes when it's pandemic
Yeah.
and everybody wants to make money. So now they're going on Google. They feel like, what is the easiest way to make money? You
Yeah.
write that down. 90% of the blogs are going to tell you put money in the markets, own equity, startups, and all of that, right?
Yeah.
So that's where the problem is. Everybody thinks ki okay, now that we have free time, we're gonna search two or three articles on Google, and based on that articles, we're gonna find out ki we want to now learn stock market. We'll start putting in the money there. Then then we call few of our friends who are actually making money, and then
Hmm.
they tell you only the upside of it. Bro, it's a crazy market, man. I just made it tons amount of money. Crazy, crazy. Uski baat sun ke you feel like that the person must have made maybe 50 lakhs, but he's only telling 5 lakhs. Okay, he makes like 5 lakh a day, but he
Yeah.
actually made only 5,000 rupees. He's boasting like made 5 lakh rupees.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
then that becomes entire FOMO. Like, this person is making this much money. Ramesh is making 10,000. He must have made 1,000, but he's showing that he's making 10,000. That's why you want to have fun. Now, you picked up a very good thing. You said a very, very good thing. I want to put in perspective for everyone that put your efforts in actually having that fixed income in your job, right? I always say that if you want to get rich, there are two ways to do it. One is by making money, and one is by actually making money through wealth. Okay, like getting rich through wealth and getting rich through earning money through your skills, right? Now the basic difference with both of it is you make money by putting in the hours. That me and Shashank, we are, let's say, we are actually going to the job. Shashank is handling Avalon, I am handling Shamani Industries. We are making certain decisions, we are marketing, we are selling, we are doing the finance, we are doing everything. It's a software, maybe coding for it. We're doing the job. That's how, if we put 8 hours a day, we're going to make 8,000 rupees a day. So per hour we're going to make 1,000 rupees. That's how you make money, right? That's how you do it. Now, once you make money through that, what you have to do is take out a significant piece of that and put it in someone else's business so that you make money when he works as well. So for example, stock market is, for Shashank has XYZ stock. I put my hard earned money 1000 per hour which I'm making into Shashank. That if tonight I'm sleeping, I feel like taking a day off, whatever Shashank is also doing, I should make money on that as well. That is wealth creation. So you make money on someone else's hours as well. So you should always think about, you make money through only and only by putting in your hours. But you multiply your money by putting in someone else's shoes or someone else's company. That's the basic concept which people need to differentiate as well. Did you get it?
That's actually very smart. And you know what? Like, it's if you look at history, right? And I keep looking at data all the time because everything in the end can be related with only with data, right? If you
Yep.
look at Warren Buffett, if you look at Rakesh Jhunjhunwala, if you look at Damani, if you look at all the big guys that were there till now in the stock market, who's made money in the stock market, they didn't make it overnight by investing in Doge or Shiba or whatever. First of
Yep.
all, right? And it's not like they worked hard also for it. That's as you said, right?
Yep.
They took
Yeah.
their money that they had, invested in the Titan promoters, invested in Coca-Cola's promoters, invested in other
Mhm.
people and helped them with whatever services they can, and just started investing in other people. They didn't have to sit and run that business, and they
Yep.
were focused on making their primary wealth, and this was secondary wealth creation, where you start compounding your wealth by putting it on other people. It's like
Exactly.
that, that Ghoda horse jockey type of a thing, right?
Yep.
They
Yep.
start
Yep.
putting money there, and what happens is, now look at this, right? You're earning, your primary wealth is anyway increasing. Now your secondary wealth is also increasing, and you made like seven or eight different sources to increase that wealth, and you've diversified that way. But all of this, for a lot of people who don't understand, all of this takes time. Rakesh Jhunjhunwala or Warren Buffett did not become wealthy overnight.
Yeah.
It took
People
them
are
time.
people are putting Harshad Mehta, Harshad Mehta. Harshad Mehta also, even after doing all that what he did, it took him years to reach to the point where he was at that time.
Exactly. Exactly. No, even if you talk about Arshad Mehta in 1992, right? To reach
Yeah.
1992, he started in 1980s, right? He was in that
Yep.
small room, working hard, trying different things,
Yep.
became a broker, trying, kar karke. It didn't happen in 1 year. And again, he went and shot up because he was trying to do that. He tried to go against Citibank, which was again a whole different era. Can't
Yep.
complain about talk about that era. But what we can see in this era, one thing that you
Mhm.
can correlate with that era was FOMO, which is
Yeah.
still there. At that time, FOMO, today was Elon Musk tweeting about something becomes a FOMO. At that time, it was Harshad Mehta telling something to some of his brokers became a FOMO at that point.
Yeah, that is the problem with, so FOMO is problem of companies. The what has companies done? They, all the ads which you see, they're trying to create more FOMO. And in a
Yeah,
society like India, which is status driven, okay, everybody wants to be bigger than the person who's sitting next to them. Everybody
yeah,
wants to be richer than their neighbors. Everybody wants to be superior than their classmates. Everybody wants that. Like that's all we all want. So in a
yeah,
country which is already driven on status, now these companies, MNCs come and they try to feed you FOMO. Every product they sell, that's on FOMO. Then there's internet comes in the picture. Every person you see is doing something better than you because we have been putting our best foot forward. Okay,
yeah.
nobody's telling us that life is fucking hard. That's why it's difficult to make money, and once you have make money, put in some sense and then invest in right stock. Nobody's telling you. Everybody's telling you it's easy, and it's just they're showing the best foot forward. They're putting the best life ahead. Okay, so that, just because of that, just because that has been compounding over like 3-4 years because of Instagram in the picture, because of Twitter, because of LinkedIn, because everybody's showing their good stories, we have been instilling the fear of missing out so deep that everybody wants to make money quickly, because now everybody feels like world is ending, tomorrow I won't have jobs, my neighbor is getting richer than me. What if this my classmate gets BMW before me? What if my, you know like my batchmate have a grander, like a bigger wedding than mine? Everybody is
Yeah.
just seeing that because we have been feeded with these ideas, and that's why we want more money and we want it instantly before someone else gets it.
Yeah, everyone wants a Lamborghini now. That's the
Yeah,
problem, right?
because we have been seeing that on Instagram. Now we know that the because the problem is cool.
Yeah,
Everybody, why people wanted to go to IIT and become engineers? Why do people wanted to go to AIMS and become doctors? Because at that time it was cool. Doctors were respected,
yeah,
right? So now today's people who are actually hanging out in their Audis or BMWs or Mercedes, it's cool.
yeah,
People
yeah.
feel it's
Doesn't
cool, so
matter
we
your
want to
profession,
become.
though.
Yeah, it doesn't matter who you are. We want to become cool. So everybody
Yeah,
wants to become cool because the narrative which we have been pushing out, which everybody is pushing out, is actually goddamn cool. And this is the problem with, that's what again, this is the problem with the role models which are coming in. If you see actually a goddamn big billionaires, okay, like the ultra rich people, the
hmm.
ultra rich people, like Warren Buffett doesn't drive a Lamborghini.
Yeah. But you see, Dan Bilzerian,
Yeah,
his whole
because
job is to portray "you need my life" right now.
hmm, hmm, hmm. And that is why people end up taking that way कि poker खेल के ही मैं करोड़ों रुपए कमाऊंगा and then I'll put it in stock market 2 days में I'll become Harshad Mehta because I want that Lexus as well and then I'll have like a crazy life. I'll have a billionaire mansion. All of that is problem. So that's the whole problem. The
Yeah,
problem
I wish
is
life was that simple, though. I mean, if it was that simple, guys, everyone would be billionaires right now. Number
your
one.
fathers and mothers and your cousins and your like relatives, everybody would be a billionaire. You must have inherited wealth. You wouldn't be even listening this if it was that easy.
Exactly. And Raj, one very important thing, right? And for all the guys who don't know this, so Raj interviewed um, Anil Lamba, okay, one of my
Yeah.
favorite mentors that when I was learning finance, I went through his book, both books, in fact, because the way he simplifies finance is the way I try to simplify it as much as possible. And you interviewed him recently, and he had some very important insights, right, when it came to money management and long-term vision with respect to the stock market as well. I saw
Hmm.
some of the episodes that you've been splitting and putting on YouTube, right? So that was
Yeah.
very insightful. Can you give maybe one main thing that you learned from Anil Lamba?
Okay, the one main thing, okay, the major stuff. Nothing is permanent up and nothing is permanent down.
Wow.
it was it was it was beautiful, like that just turned around perspective. Okay, that was one thing. Like no matter no matter what you see in the market, nothing is there for permanent, like nothing is permanent. So you
Yeah.
have to actually stay there for long time. If you are at a low, you have to stay for a long time for it to go up. If you are at up, you have to stay there for again like for a long time so that it comes low and then again it goes up.
Yeah.
Okay, so you have to
Wow.
stay there for long. That's one. The number two thing, what most important thing which he said is like
Yeah.
there's no one in the market who puts money in the good sustainable businesses lose money.
Completely agree.
There's no one who lose money. It's only the timing. If you exit because of FOMO, ki, oh, I might lose more, you end up losing if you sell in loss. If there's a good company you have invested in, then you don't need to care about whether it goes up or down. You just need to wait and you will end up making money. Look at the history, look at the stock market, look at Nifty. Tell me one point in life, like take it like a time frame, which was where today is below that point. It
Yeah.
has always gone up.
Always gone up. Yeah. All
So
the people who keep talking about Harshad Mehta 1992, they don't realize that that time the stock market was at 2000, now it's at 52,000. Right? So if you're only done index, no one looks at that part. They only look at stuff. And you know what? Like a lot of people, they come and tell me, especially the new guys who have come into the stock market right now. I tell them, guys, please do long-term investing. Don't go for this IPO bubble. I've seen this before. It's happened before.
yeah.
2000 maybe IPO bubble हुआ था. अभी भी वही हो रहा है. Don't get into that. You know what they tell me in return? They're
Hmm.
like, Shashank, risk hai to ishq hai.
Oh
I'm
my
like,
god.
that is what they have learned from that from that series.
And let me
That is
tell you,
what they have
okay,
learned.
लेट मी टेल यू, रिस्क है तो इश्क है. उसके बाद एसबीआई था 5,000 करोड़ देने के लिए. तुम्हारे पास है क्या? तो रिस्क लो और इश्क भी लड़ा.
Dude, but people are actually telling me, Shashank, risk hai to ishq hai, let us try it. I'm like, dude, I'm telling you, you don't have to try it. I'll tell you how to make money irrespective of, without like low risk, high returns. I will tell you how to do it. It takes time, but you can definitely do it. And they're like, no, risk hai. And dude, it blows my mind, including my like close friends. And they message me because I know crypto, right? They're like, I just bought Doge, is it good? I'm like, sell everything and run. Right? That they ask me, what is your opinion? I'm like, sell everything and run. Right? And they're like, risk hai to ishq hai, let's try it. I'm like, then why are you asking me such questions? Karo jo karna hai, then why are
Yeah,
you doing
yeah,
this?
yeah, yeah. Put it
It's
there. Like that's what I'm telling you, no? Risk hai to ishq hai, do one thing. Stop listening to this right now. Go fly to Las Vegas and put all your money in casino, bro. You'll make a lot of money. Risk hai to ishq hai. तू रातों रात कमाएगा. I'm not even kidding. Go do
no,
it.
that people don't want to do. See, if I tell them, take your entire life savings that you're anyway putting into this Dogecoin, take it, go to
Yeah.
a casino in Goa, put on the number 32 and sit down. Will you be able to
Yeah.
do it? He
Yeah.
will he will faint before the ball stops. Right? But it's the same. But you know what? The thing is not that. The thing is when you're doing it with Doge and if it falls down, they're like, "Mera nahi gaya, sabka gaya." Right? That is one the calming voice that they tell themselves that "Arey pura dunya lost money," and they make fun about it also. "Arey tu bhi gaya kya Doge mein? Main bhi gaya Doge mein." Arey, but you're not supposed to go, yaar. That is the point. You're supposed to make more money. It's not like hum saath saath hai towards the graveyard. Hum saath saath hai towards richness, not towards Maruti 800. You're aiming Lamborghini, right? Don't go in reverse gear, right? Oh God.
I tell
But
you,
yeah,
okay, because of all of this, just I was reading all of this stuff. I read recently a book by Parag Parikh. Okay, I like that
yeah.
guy as well. Uh,
Is
so
he the same guy as a Flexi Fund US fund?
yeah. Flexi Cap, yep. Parag Parikh.
Yeah.
He's one of the most respected. He was one of the most respected fund managers in the country.
Wow.
No,
Yeah.
okay. So this guy has written a book called Stock to Riches. It's a very old book. Like doesn't like most of his principles aren't like won't go with today's market. But there's one thing which he says very nice. Okay. And the one thing is there are three types of investors in the market who actually make money.
Hmm.
Okay. And there is one type of there is one type of investor who always loses money.
Yeah.
Okay. So one type which loses money is 90% of the people. They are like, bro, बढ़ गया है, लगा दे, bro, कट गया है, हटा दे. They'll
Yeah.
always lose money. They'll always look at other person. They'll always wait for that one trader tip. They'll always look at their friend. कि ओ सबका जा रहा है ना, तू भी डोज में, मैं भी डोज में type. Like that these are the people. They'll always end up losing money.
Yeah.
Now there are three types of people who actually make money in the stock market. If you look at the history in the world, there are only three types of investors. One, and all three of them waited for years to make money. That's first thing.
Yeah.
Number two, all three of them are challenging.
Hmm. Hmm.
Okay. So number one style is that is intellectually challenging. So intellectually challenging.
Hello. Wait, I think I can't hear Raj. Yes, can you hear me? Can you hear me? Shashank here. Okay, I think Raj, I think you got cut. Raj, do one thing quickly. Reconnect to the room and ask to speak. I'll get you on stage again. Not sure what happened. Wow, this is the first time I didn't get cut. I'm so proud of myself and my Vodafone for not letting me down today for the first time. Uh, Raj, I'll do one thing. Just reconnect again. Damn, I thought I crashed. 1 second. Okay, wait. I think Raj is coming back. Crazy. I think finally. Congratulations, guys, everybody. Crash successful. I think we are the only company that enjoys the crash because now we know how to improve it. So thank you, guys. Thank you a lot. One second, let me just get back, Raj.
Yeah, there we are. What happened, man?
Sorry. I don't know. I think only both of us crashed because everyone else was okay. Like
Wow.
only.
Thanks for sticking around, guys. All right. So I was telling you three ways, three types of investors who make money, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, okay, these are the people. So, first is the Warren Buffett way, which is a difficult way, which is really intellectually difficult. Now, you acquire a certain amount of knowledge for years and years, and then you wait for that one company where you can take a decision. So, you take that decision, ki this is Coca Cola, this is Coca Cola, and
Yeah.
then you invest in that company, you accumulate a lot of wealth, you accumulate a lot of money, and then put in that money and then wait for years, right? So that one day that Coca-Cola is going to make you money. That's one. Now most of the people like, oh, our financial acumen cannot be like Warren Buffett or Charlie Munger, right? Our acumen cannot be like Shashank's. Our acumen cannot be like Rakesh Jhunjhunwala's or anyone. We don't believe in our financial acumen. We feel that it's going to be really difficult for us. So there's a second way. Second way is physically difficult. You become like a trader. The trader who wakes up before the market opens, you stays there after market ends, and then you wait for, like, for news, you connect with union leaders, you go for newspapers after newspapers, you keep meeting people after people after people. You have insiders in budget planning, you have insiders in some companies. It's physically difficult where you rely on your network. So from morning till night, 24/7, all you're trying to do is build your network in a way so that you get news before the market, which is very difficult right now. Now these are the people who make like day in pay. They'll buy in the morning, they'll sell in the sell in the evening. They'll buy before some news, they'll sell after the news, some or the other shit, and they make money through this. There's a second type of people who make money, which is physically difficult. Now most of the people say that we don't have 24/7 to put in the stock market. What should we do? We don't have the financial acumen. We are not going to wait for years to put in the money, just like Warren did. We're not going to wait for years to, we're not going to put out 12 hours or 24 hours a day to make money. What should I do? Then you go with the third way. And the third way is emotionally difficult. That you set out a fixed amount every month and you keep putting in good, sustainable business for years. And you don't care about whether it's low, whether it's high, whether it's whatever your friend is saying, whatever Harshad Mehta is doing, you don't fucking care. You put in the proper amount, like a fixed percent of your income for in market in good businesses for years. Even when Harshad Mehta happened, if you would have put in there when the market was 2000, if you would have invested weekly or monthly fixed amount of income, today the market is at 52,000. You would have made a fortune.
Yeah. Yeah.
So these are the three ways that people make money. Either you have to go take the intellectually difficult, where you have to acquire a lot of knowledge. Either you have to go physically difficult, where morning till night you're just sitting in front of the camera, or like sitting in front of the screen. Or it's a emotionally difficult path where you're like, I don't care about the market. I don't care about what my friend is saying. I don't care about the FOMO. I don't care about the Doge, Shiba Inu, and all that bullshit. I only care about there's a fixed amount of money which I am going to put in every month. That's
Yeah.
it.
Yeah. No,
And this is how most of the people make
agree
money.
to this. I completely agree to this, and it takes time. And you know what? A lot of people, and this is one thing that I don't like, which I feel our school and college didn't emphasize or stress too much about. No one tells you all this in school or college, right? They teach you engineering. They teach you even in commerce, right? When I was of a commerce background, nobody told me how to handle your personal finances after you get out of college. Nobody, right? And the first thing I did was get a credit card and screwed up, right? Bought obviously because now spending is more tempting than investing. Do you know that in
Yeah,
today's day?
yeah.
No cost EMI, amazing phones with crazy features which I will never use in my life is being released. And spending becomes more interesting than actually investing because no company will come and be like, invest in me, I'm the next big thing, right?
Yeah.
Everyone's just saying, let's spend. And nobody teaches that in college, and that is something that I figured out through the hard way by just coming out, getting a nice credit card. In the hope of getting credit card points, I ended up paying more interest than the number of points I was earning in a month, which was insane, right? And that is something that a lot of people should learn first. Like when you enter the stock market, please educate yourself, number one, and don't come in for that quick money, quick gains, which is the most stupid thing you can do. Stay in for the long game. Find those 4 or 5 or 6 or 7 good multi baggers and stay for a long time. If you feel mere paas wo bhi time nahi hai, I'm too busy for this, I can't do that, then it's fine. Put in some index and just leave it for another 20, 30 years. More than enough, right?
Yep. Yep.
You don't need to do that. And today it's actually, to be honest, it's easier to invest today with so many new companies in the fintech space compared to investing 10 years ago, right? If
Yeah.
I had stuff like small case 10 years ago, it would be so easy for me to actually automate most of my life.
Yep, yep. I recently, just you talked about spending, right? So I recently
Yeah,
invested in this company I told you,
yeah,
which actually makes you invest every time you're spending on something,
yeah, yeah,
which
that's
rounds up your
actually,
entire
I'm smart.
spending. Yeah, like actually rounds up your entire spending with you. The name of the app is called Decimal. That's where I've invested. So I've
Not
like
Spenny,
soon.
guys. Spenny is also coming up, yes, but not Spenny.
Yeah, so it's a
Decimal.
Decimal. It's the app is Decimal, which I've recently invested in. We are going to launch in June end, I guess. So I'll share more about it once the app is launched. But it's a really really sweet concept, and I really like that thing. But then you talked about this also the stuff like small case or mutual funds and all of that, right? So
Hmm.
I explained my dad about this fintech, about IND money, about small case, about Decimal, about
Yeah.
Grow, all of these. I keep telling my dad. My dad's like, if I knew that investing in all of that is that easy, I would have started 1,000 rupees a month of mutual fund the day you were born. So that
Yeah.
Abhi, like your 25-year-olds, you would have had at least like 1-2 crores in your bank account. And I was like,
Yeah.
great. So like today it's very 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 easy, and I think everybody should take full advantage of whatever opportunities we have right now. Study about all these apps, man. Like no app is good, no app is bad until you make full use of it. So go study and read about every goddamn app which is out there, because fintech is doing crazy in our country. And I was talking to Nikhil Kamath the other day. He
Yeah.
said India is just getting started with fintech.
I agree.
So if people who are here can take an advantage, become an early adopters in these things, and can understand about these technologies, then you guys will actually make a lot of money in 10 years down the line or 20 years down the line.
Yeah, the one thing I'm very happy is the education has come out from everywhere, shooting from all corners. That is one good thing that's happening, that every company is coming and educating and putting free education resources. Free, I'm not even talking about paid. Like everything's free. So today, if you actually want to learn about the stock market, it is 10 times more easier for someone in
Yeah.
2015 or 2010 to learn about the stock market. It was so complicated back then because no one was teaching you stock market. And tabhi seminars hota tha.
Yeah.
Expensive seminars, 1
Seminar.
lakh,
Yep.
2 lakh, right? If you
But it's
really want to
because of
know
people
about.
like you.
I don't do 1 lakh, 2 lakh seminars. I would
No, no,
love to.
no.
I
No, no,
would
no.
love
I'm
to.
telling why companies are spending on education is because of people like you. Because you go
Ah,
out there, you put education content, and you tell people that listen, I am putting like a lot of educational content. You need to understand here, and you get to learn all of this for free. Now these
yeah.
companies notice that, oh, Shashank is actually getting traction and is inspiring people to put in the money in the stock market just by educating. So this is the
Yeah.
right way to do it. We should also do it.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
that's like you guys have set the right example. That's why companies are now doing it and they're following it. And I really will like Shashank OP in the chat, guys.
Thank you. Thank you, guys. Thank you. Thank you.
But no, this is actually I'm not saying this because you're my friend or we are doing this. It's
Yeah.
actually true. If you see it, you have said, I love that thing. Like most of the people don't know about it. I'm gonna put it out. Maybe you hate me for this. Uh, that me and Shashank, when we met for the first time, I asked him, Shashank, do you want to collaborate with one of the crypto brands? Okay. Shashank said, until I understand the complete legalities of it, I won't put money and I won't talk about it in front of public. I don't want to promote until I make money myself, until I understand the legalities in the country, until there's proper laws. I don't want to talk about it. And I was amazed. I was like, bro, what? You're gonna get a lot of money by promoting a crypto brand. Why are you not doing it? He said, no, I don't want to do it. And that is why people see this, people notice this. And that's why, because of influencers like you, because of people like you setting right examples, companies are also taking the good steps.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I completely agree to that because even when I talk about brands and I only talk about few brands, the only reason why I talk about those brands is because I've put my money there. I have seen it work, and I know it is so good. And only then I actually tell people that, dude, I've done it. You can see the history why I've done it, and I believe it's good, and that is why I'm talking about it. Apart from that, if see, I have no problem with crypto or crypto companies or something like that because I myself invest in that. But I
Yeah.
only want to know who's good and who's legitimate because I'll tell you what, in 2016, right, when this whole crypto thing was a boom at that point, and 17, 18 mein ban ho gaya tha crypto. There were so many exchanges that just disappeared. There was CoinSecure, there was CoinX, and Zeppe had to leave India and go to Singapore. CoinSecure, CoinX to hack whack okay chala gaya tha.
Yeah.
And I'm like, dude, no one's here. Like literally, the entire crypto space in 2018 became a deserted island. There was not one company in the crypto space at that point. So I'm like, dude, again, if the same thing happens, people will not go and shout at the crypto company. They'll be like, "You are an idiot, Shashank. You shouldn't have done this." Right?
Yeah.
That is not something I mean, comfortable doing that. It takes time to
True.
do all this, and it's a very hard work. But again,
But it's good
yeah,
you did that. It's good because you technically told me, like, you set a right example in front of me. That's why I didn't do crypto in January without doing my own research. Once I put
yeah.
in my own money, I did my own research, and now I started promoting it.
Perfect. I think that is the best way to promote, right? When a influencer uses it, knows it, and is comfortable with it, only then you would want to put your face on it,
Yep. Yep.
right?
That's
I think
true.
that is
That's
a
what everybody
precedent.
should do.
Yeah, not because just someone's giving you some big check and just karo jo karna hai, matlab karke tata bye bye see you. That should not happen.
That's there. And
So
yeah, go on.
So let's do one thing, Raj. I think we've made. I think we've covered most of the aspects of. Firstly, don't get into FOMO and
Yeah.
wait for a long period of time, please, for you to make your money. Let's do one thing. Let's take two people from the chat because there's a lot of
Okay.
people in the chat who would want to ask
I
any kind
wanna
of question. Yeah,
before we do that, I wanna say that, like, somebody said, like, you promoted OctaFX. What's your take on it? I promoted OctaFX campaign, which said they're gonna give you money for your business idea. So it was more like a Shark Tank kind of opportunity for all my followers. That's why I did it, and that's the only thing I promoted. I didn't promote anything else. Just go check that message.
yeah, nice. No, see, sometimes see for some things, right, which is for a good cause, you should like if it's a
Yeah.
cause that helps others, there is no harm in telling it to people, right? I'll tell you what, this is a personal thing that I've seen with a lot of people that when an influencer genuinely promotes something or even talks about something, the audience sometimes takes it in a bad light, right? And the audience should have this trust in the promoter that I mean in the influencer that they're following, that they won't do it to do some nonsense, right? Even they trust you guys, they want that kind of a following, they have to keep that trust alive between two. So it's not like I will suddenly start selling something that I don't use at all, right, which is so irrelevant to someone just because someone gave me money, right? It is
Sweet.
all well thought
Yeah.
of. And you know this more than ever, Raj, like there's so many companies that come from all across and say just spam this to your audience or just upload this one image or this video will give you a lot of money. And I know that even you've said no to so many of them because
Yeah.
it's
Alright,
very
bro,
pure.
I'll share one with you. Okay, there was this one forex trading app or something like that. Okay, it's from
Yeah.
Russia. Okay,
Wow.
these guys, what they do is, there's like a very hot some Russian girl will text you on Instagram with a legitimate verified account.
Oh, I
Okay,
got
with
this as well. Yes, yes, yes.
yeah, like a very legitimate account, a verified account, somewhere around 500 600K, hot like girl from Russia. She'll just text you and be like, we want you to promote it. Okay, then my
Hmm.
manager got in touch. Okay, what exactly it is, because it's somebody coming from 500K followers, like that's big. So it has to
Yeah.
be legitimate. We start talking, and they start telling us to promote a brand where they are like, it's a forex trading app. Forget the name, Altsi trading, Honesty, some shit like that from Russian. Okay, they are not even on Indian App Store. It's
Wow.
just an online platform which I have to promote, where I have to put in
Hmm.
the money. My money grows, but how do I take out the money? The app is still figuring out. Like
Very
people
good.
put their
Very good.
money. You can't take out the money right now. You'll be able to take out money after a year. You just have to put in the money, and the app shows that it keeps growing. And they were ready to pay me 44 lakhs for the entire collaboration for 6 months.
Are you kidding me? My God.
Bro, I was like, me and my manager were sitting, like, oh, they're like, "Ki, what the fuck is happening? Is it a scam? Like, are we gonna get scammed? Are we gonna get 44 lakhs for what? Like, what are we promoting? What is happening?" Like, it's that crazy stuff. And there are so many apps like this which are happening because they technically, they keep collecting a lot of money, keep pumping it to influencers, then they take money and then run away.
My God, bro. My God, this is insane. Yeah, so I just wanted to put it out there for people who think. I mean, if you are following someone who does something like that, you should think twice about it. But there are people who do it on a legitimate basis, and you should appreciate when someone does that, right?
Yeah.
Because as you mentioned, there are people who are doing scams who are ready to throw lakhs and lakhs of rupees. It's not like we take everything that comes our way. So it's
Yeah.
well thought.
There's
Okay,
there's
awesome.
one line. In one line, I'll complete
Yeah.
this topic. Okay, and then we take people. One line. Anyone, any influencer or any app or any scheme or any course which is promising you to help you make money instantly is a scam. Don't buy that, and unfollow that influencer who's telling you that you can make money overnight. Unfollow.
Yeah, I
Because
think the
that's it.
true influencer would be who talks about every angle, right? Good, bad, ugly.
Yep. So anyone who's telling you that you can make money overnight is someone you should stay away from. That's it. That's the simplest way to identify bullshit in the market. If there's an influencer who's telling you that, okay, you know what, invest through this app, you're gonna make money, but it's gonna take you time, then go with that person. Because he's telling you honestly that it takes time. He might be promoting the app, but he's telling you truth as well. That's it.
Awesome. So I'll do one thing. I'll quickly take
Yep.
two people on stage. I'm mindful of your time also. So let me quickly take two people on stage. Guys, please ask questions related to finance. Don't ask some random weirdo questions. One second. Let me just. So there are almost 100 people who are requesting me to requesting me to take them on stage. This is too many people. Mm, okay, just give me one sec. So due to public demand, I'm taking one guy called Anish. Okay, Anish, you can come on stage. And let me take one more. Okay, awesome. Okay, hi Anish.
Hey,
Yeah,
sir.
Anish, I think you can ask a question. I think so. Just to give you context, Raj, I did a session with Anish some time ago, and Anish was also an influencer that started off on scenes, created a community, and now he does these daily sessions, which has like 200, 250 people, I think, almost on a daily basis.
Wow. Congratulations on that, Anish. Crazy stuff.
Thank you. Yeah, so that was fan moment one, and today sharing the stage with you both is fan moment two. And crazy stuff you guys shared, especially the last thing that you said, Raj, related to unfollowing people who do not give you the right tip in the age of over information. So thanks to that, I'll straight away move to my question. My question is, do you think because of one easy access and to two people are swayed away with the amount of money, for example, to give you Dogecoin, how much was it? It's like $5, $10, and I want to draw a parallel to the stock market. That's where I'm getting a lot of people fall for penny stocks. Why? Their assumption is, अगर मैं टू रुपी का 1,000 stocks खरीद which is only what, 2,000 rupees,
Yeah.
I make 100% gains. I see this with a lot of people. Why? Because they do not think in terms of percentage. So
Yeah.
what are your tips to think in the percentage way? I think because that is like thinking the percentage way is like the most straightforward wealth generation tip. Your thoughts, guys?
Yeah, absolutely, bro. There's nothing to talk about, and there's no tip or anything. The only way is it's you're gonna make money only on the amount of money you invest. It doesn't matter whether it's one stock or 10 stocks or 100 stocks. You're gonna make money. Your 1 lakh is gonna get to 10 lakh or 2 lakhs or 1 crore. It's not like you 1 lakh. If you're getting only one stock, then that one stock will not turn into 10 lakh rupees. If the money grows, 1 lakh is gonna grow. What 10 lakh is gonna grow, 15 lakh is also going to grow. That's the whole point. You think about how much money you're putting. It's about the growth, right? How much is your money growing? It doesn't matter how many stocks, it's just number.
True, true. Thanks a lot. Makes sense.
Hello.
Yeah, thank you,
Hi.
Anish. Thank you, Anish, for that.
Thanks, Shashank. Thanks a lot.
Yeah, hey, Debjani. Yes, you
Hello,
can
good
ask a question
evening.
as well.
Yeah.
Hey,
So
go.
we have all heard about the crypto, and obviously it's boom because of the blockchain, because it's the future. But don't you feel ki if economies accept this Bitcoin as a legitimate currency, and the transactions, if it take place, then it will wholly affect the economy in general, like USA, China, those won't have the any difference in the currency, like 1 euro will become 1 rupee if as a whole the currency system is removed and the Bitcoin system is brought on. So
Okay,
what's your take?
that's a beautiful question, Devjani. I'll tell you one thing, okay? I don't see cryptocurrencies as a currency right now. I definitely don't see crypto technology as a currency right now. I see it as asset class. I see it something as like gold and silver, something of that sort. I only see that anything which, because gold is what is an asset class. If you feel that gold is valuable and it looks good on you, just to have that gold, it's addition to your status. Large number of people believe that. That's why gold's value is up. Similarly, I see for Bitcoin. If number of people think that having Bitcoin is increasing their particular thing, that's when it's an asset class where it has a value in front of hundreds and thousands of people. So it just got accepted a lot. So I don't see it as a currency as of now. I see it as an asset class when I'm investing in it. Apart from that, I don't have any other take because I myself am learning a lot about the technology.
Yeah. And I have one more question for Shashank. Like, it was a fundamental based question. Like, I was
Yeah.
seeing the video which you have posted recently on YouTube. Like, I have the doubt, like, interest was falling for a company, but the borrowing was increasing. So, how can this be possible?
No, see, borrowings, there are two, three different types of borrowings, right? One is just normal borrowing, which is interest-based borrowing. There are
Yeah.
other types of borrowing that companies have. If you go inside a balance sheet, there's something called lease borrowings, right? Sometimes what they do is they lease a particular area, and that
But
is why
it's
they
a
take it.
liability, na?
It is still a liability, yes. But your question of interest falling, yes,
Yes.
but borrowings increasing, the borrowing might be a non-interest bearing borrowing, right?
Okay.
Sometimes what happens is they even take deposits under someone else's name, or they take deposits under them, which is a borrowing that they're supposed to they're liable to give it back, right? Which they have to still
Okay.
give it back, but there's no interest on it.
Okay.
So it's very important to go and understand what type of there's different type of borrowing, so that is there.
Okay. Thank you.
Awesome.
Thank you
Thank you,
so much.
Debjani. I think we have one more speaker. I think Varun also has a question. Varun, can you please ask us a question?
Dude, so Raj, I have a question for you. Okay, see, in the
Okay.
era of the technical gurujis of the world, no, they
Okay.
all do influencer thing very solo. Like he will reach out to brands, or brands will reach out to him. He will reply and he will say, "Okay, I arrange whatever. We'll do this
Hmm.
sponsored thing." In this era, no, one thing I've noticed with you, Anushka, a few others, the manager comes in very quickly, right?
Yeah.
So I want to ask you, and this is less on the business side, right? This is more on you as an influencer side. What kind of team do you think an influencer needs, and how do you structure that team, and how do you see that team growing? Like, you add.
Okay. So that's a beautiful question, man.
Thank you.
That's a really good question. And so the point is what kind of team structure, okay? My manager comes in the picture because I always feel that I only need to do the stuff which I'm good at. I will delegate everything which I'm not good at. And that's what every influencer should also do. That's how I'll be able to scale. So I am good at with, let's say, preparing content and delivering it. That's it. So I will only focus on that particular part. Rest, whether it's brand, whether it's like doing video in certain way, editing, taking a shot from XYZ angle, talking to brands, talking to other collaborations, reaching out to other people, trying to understand what audience is saying, all of that I leave it to the other people in the team. So every influencer should think it in this way, that what is their strength? Is their strength video recording? It's video editing, it's content creation, it's writing, it's talking to brands, it's identifying the new opportunities. What is it? So they should stick to only their strength and keep doing that, and everything else which they feel it's just killing their time, delegate it to other people so that you can focus on the right stuff.
Got it, dude. And um, are these people like full time, or are they like, do they have traditional jobs and they also help
Okay, so
out with?
it all depends on what size of influencer do you become. So earlier when I started, when I was at 100k, 50k, something like that, till 100k, I didn't have any brand manager, I didn't have anyone, because I felt like I need to first grow myself. So I was not even doing any brand deals. Okay, after 120ish k, I got in touch with an agency which was already managing 400 other influencers. So I told them I'm going to give like a 15% cut from my particular brand deals if you get me brand deals, because you get to manage all of that. I don't have to manage all that stuff. I get to give you 15%. That happened that time. Once we started growing again, now we are close to like 900k, 950k, something like that. Now our size has become much bigger. The brand deals have become much bigger. The game in the skin is much bigger. Now we can afford to have a full-time team and a full-time manager at place. So it all depends
Got
on your
it.
scale.
Got it. Makes sense. Now, I have one last request from the chat. Okay, chat. We spent at the very least, in terms of voice minutes, at the very least, like 3 or 4 thousand bucks on this session. Mainly because at smaller levels of scale, voice is very expensive. So I have a request for you. If you like this session, like just screenshot this and put it on your Instagram, right? Instagram, WhatsApp, whatever it is, right? Because that will really help us, because then you'll help us do growth. And basically you got a crazy session for free, and we're going to keep more of this coming, and hopefully Raj is going to be here more often.
Yes.
And
Sure.
tag us, please tag us.
Yeah, if you tag us, we will share. All right, that's all. Thanks, Raj. Thanks, Shashank. Bye.
Thanks,
Thank you,
man.
guys.
And by the way, Varun and Shashank, incredible stuff which both of you are doing is like I really am grateful that I have this opportunity to actually become part of your journey. Like it's a great opportunity which I have. It's very rare that in the world full of which is filled with noises, you get to meet like real people who are actually doing real stuff, not just pumping up some XYZ valuation or some XYZ stuff. You guys are building up like a real thing here, and I really admire that, man. I'm really excited to see this grow and maybe become a part of this in future.
So, guys, for all the people, for full disclosure, so Raj has invested in Avalon Scenes, and he's become a legitimate investor in this round. And he's obviously believed in me, Varun, and Abhinav to pull off something that is really great. And that's all we need from people, right? We need that trust and hope that, okay, back us and we will do the work for you. And I think this is something that you mentioned in one of the things in the recording that, primary wealth source creation, yes, but then you put it on people who will work hard for you. So I am one
Yeah.
of the guys, and Varun, me, and Abhinav are one of the teams that are working really hard to make this a damn good project. So again, firstly, I want everyone in the chat to say Raj OP, because he has come here, spent almost an hour giving you insane amount of gyan, right? And he does it a lot on his Instagram as well. So all the people who are not following him should definitely follow him. But yeah, insane gyan, he keeps giving out insane gyan, and it's really fun. And I don't know about this, but I want to reveal that whenever I'm thinking about something related to finance, right, the first thing I do is I just call Raj, right, in the middle of the night also sometimes, right, at 12 a.m. 1 a.m. Raj, I'm thinking about this. Is this okay? Is this fine? And he's never been like, dude, time de kya hai, chal raha hai, nothing, right? He's always been this amazing guy who will sit, explain, help me out, and connect me with people if I need to. So again, he does it very selflessly. That is something that I love. So again, thank you, Raj, for being a part of this session, and I hope a lot of people enjoyed this and loved it.
Yes, man. Thanks a lot for these words. Let's kill it. Let's do these kind of sessions more often and actually build a crazy community here.
Awesome, awesome, awesome. Thank you, guys.
Chalo.
Have a great day. Have a
Good
great
night.
weekend. Thank you. Good night. Bye.